The Indian security agencies are watching very carefully what is unfolding in Afghanistan, because remember, there is involvement of Pakistan's ISI, and they will always have a nefarious design to use this opportunity to probably target more attacks in Kashmir Valley. What we are picking up now is that India today has learnt that Pakistan's ISI has been chalking out a plan to inflict terror in the Kashmir Valley. There have been trucks loaded with ammunition spotted crossing the Afghanistan border into Pakistan. Our sources are also telling us that 8,000 Jaish and Lashkar terrorists in Afghanistan presently could also then become the next mission Kashmir to be focused if the Pakistan's ISI succeeds. Ammunition has been given to terrorists that could be used for the Kashmir Valley. Remember, all of this are not isolated rhetorics. There have been past instances of terror camps, of terrorists that have been neutralized, that American-supplied weapons have also been accessed by the security agencies as well. So with this intelligence input coming in, India's security agencies are on alert, carefully tracking. In the past, American-made weapons have been recovered. All of this, remember, without spending money, Taliban managing to get arms and ammunition in Afghanistan, and may want to use it against India.
Under no circumstances the Taliban would be partner of Pakistan in this dubious game. They want legitimacy, and India is a very important player whose legitimacy they are seeking. Should that notwithstanding Pakistan succeeds in acquiring certain quantum of weapons, they will find it very difficult to push them into Kashmir, because every ingress route has been blocked by us. Their weapons are too heavy to be dropped by drones. Should they do succeed in doing so, we have put the anti-drone strategy already in place.
Pakistan would now swap the old AK-47s that they were equipping their militants with, M16s and M4s, which have been captured by Taliban in Afghanistan. We will have to be extremely vigilant. We'll have to have an anti-infiltration grid to be tightened. We'll have to ensure zero tolerance policy for drones, for these drones will drop these modern weapons to raise the morale and equip the militants who are wanting to infiltrate into Kashmir or anywhere in India to create chaos.
I want to go across directly to my colleague, our Srinagar Bureau Chief Ashraf Wani. Ashraf, clearly in Kashmir as well, the security agencies want to watch what's unfolding in Afghanistan. And do you think it's important to perhaps be and keep that focus, because they will want to use ammunition or even strategy to target Kashmir and, of course, make the situation worse yet again?
Absolutely, Pooja. Basically, today, the DGP of Jammu and Kashmir Police, Dilbag Singh, addressed a press conference. I asked him the question there that what are the security concerns for the Jammu and Kashmir. He said that it is being addressed at the highest level, that means at the central level of the government. It is the worry among the security agencies in the Jammu and Kashmir, as some of the experts were briefing. But one thing is clear, as you in the start of the bulletin mentioned that earlier also the American-made weapons like M4 and M16 rifles were recovered in the Kashmir Valley, mostly in the recent times in the 2016, 17 and 18. And already those weapons which were in the Afghanistan had got passed into the hands of the jihadis and the militant groups. And now it is a fear that most of the weapons which had been captured by the Taliban in Afghanistan could also reach to the same line. It is now clear that ISI is operating with the Taliban and has operated with the Taliban in Afghanistan when they take so much advantage and finally returned back in Afghanistan. And the jihadis have the history. They are always united, connected together, and its impact will be visible in the Jammu and Kashmir. That is why the security forces are so much concerned about.
Very important view there by Ashraf, that you're telling us that what's happening in Afghanistan is not just an isolated incident in another nation. It may just have an effect, an impact here in Jammu and Kashmir as well. That's why security agencies are on alert on that. Ashraf Wani with all the latest. Thank you very much for now.